It's Wednesday, January 21st, 2026, and a big snowstorm is coming to the United States. So I'll be talking about what you need to know about the snowstorm, the timing and impacts of the snowstorm, and where the snowstorm will be. So let's jump straight into the weather forecast video. So let's start up here in parts of the Midwest, parts of North Dakota, South Dakota, and over here in Minnesota, as well as Wisconsin and Iowa. We got some warnings going on up here. Most of them are for extreme cold warnings. But we got a few for blizzard warnings as well. We got these, if you live in these orange polygons, we can see blizzard conditions. If you live in these little yellowish orange polygons, you can see high winds. And then if you live in any of these other polygons, it's pretty much just all kinds of cold warnings and winter weather advisories. So we also got some extreme cold watches up here as well. Okay, now let's check out the winter storm outlook. So on January 23rd is when this thing is going to start developing. It'll come out of the Pacific Ocean. There'll be some rain starting off out over here. And then we will have this risk for a snowstorm. So if you live in this purple, especially, that's going to be the main impact area on January 23rd. You guys could see some ice, some snow, and some windy conditions and very cold conditions possibly. And then you got that slight risk of minor impacts going around it. And then the winter weather area going up there into Montana. So this is for January 23rd. The storm doesn't develop until January 23rd, and then it will turn into a pretty big storm. But for January 24th, this is when it starts getting extra more concerning. So this is what it looks like for Saturday, January 24th. We got enhanced risk going from New Mexico all the way up there into Virginia. This is a very long enhanced probability. This is a 50 to 30% probability. And then you got that 15% probability going around it for a pretty bad winter storm. Then if we go to January 25th, this snowstorm will eventually move up into the northeast and cause some snow up there. And then especially we got this 15 to 30% probability going from New York City out to sea into the Atlantic Ocean. So the next thing I want to talk about is the future radar that we have. So here we are on the future radar. This will show the timing and stuff. So let's go up towards January 23rd. You can see we got some snow, rain, and ice developing over here in parts of Texas on January 23rd. This will continue to come together into becoming a possibly historical winter storm. So you can see right here, we'll have ice over here in parts of southern Arkansas. This is what it looks like on January 24th. This is going to be a kind of a slow-moving storm. We'll have this part go up here, and then we'll have this developing part behind it. And this part will move up into the northeast and cause some snow up there. And then it'll all eventually come together. And this is going to be a possible pretty big ice storm. It is going to be an ice storm for somebody. And it is going to cause a lot of snow for somebody too. And this actually, the models, this storm was way farther down south yesterday. But now the winter storm is looks like it's going to take a more of a northerly track. We'll be keeping an eye on that because it could change like tomorrow. It could change like really fast. It could be down here tomorrow. It could be way up here tomorrow, or it could stay the same. You never know. And then it will move into the northeast on January 26th. So it will be January 23rd through January 26th for the impacts. So Jenny, be aware if you're up here on January 25th and January 26th. If you're down here, be aware for January 24th and January 25th. And then if you're right here, be aware for January 23rd. So let's check out the total snowfall that we could be expecting with this winter storm. So let's start down here in parts of New Mexico, near Roswell, New Mexico. We could be seeing southwest of Roswell, we could be seeing up to 5 to 15 inches of snow. You never know how much snow you're going to get, especially down there in New Mexico. If we go up here towards Oklahoma City, you could see 5 to 12 inches of snow. Over here towards Little Rock, 10 to 12 inches of snow. Memphis might not be getting too much snow. Memphis and Huntsville are going to be like the main areas for like the ice storm impacts. But you guys could see some snow too. Nashville could see 3 to 5 inches of snow. Springfield, Illinois, could be seeing 3 to 5 inches of snow. Let's go up here to Columbus. We could seeing 5 to 7 inches of snow, maybe even 8. Let's check out Fort Wayne. Maybe 3 to 5 inches of snow out of this snowstorm. Then over here towards Richmond, you guys could be seeing, 5 to 12 inches of snow. But over here, there's a little hot spot just south of Elkins, over here in West Virginia, over here in the National Forest area. We'll be seeing up to 16 inches of snow possibly in some of these yellower areas. But some of this can be caused from lake effect snow. And then New York City, you guys could be seeing up to 5 to 10 inches of snow out of this snowstorm. So this winter storm and the people that get impacted by most of the ice, we could see downed trees. We could see power lines that are broken because of it is holding the weight of the ice. This is just gonna, it's just gonna like layer on top of all of the trees and stuff, and there'll be ice on trees. It's gonna be pretty crazy. And we could see power outages as well. Seal windows and doors with weather stripping. Ensure heating sources are working, and test carbon monoxide detectors. Stay warm. Traveling is very discouraged if you do get impacted by the ice. We also are having very cold temperatures. As you can see, we'll have an Arctic blast come down here too, and causing very cold temperatures in this area. It's even cold right now over here, except we got a little bit of warmer temperatures. But anyways, it's going to get colder soon because there's going to be another Arctic blast that comes down, and it's going to impact some of these areas too, because it's going to be very cold down there in parts of Tennessee and the Ohio Valley, even out there to northern Mississippi. And Atlanta, Georgia will be very cold during the same impact times of this winter storm. So this is going to be possibly a historical winter storm. Be prepared. I'll see you guys in the next weather forecast video.